you don't have a strategy, you're kind of going at it ad hoc and flying by the seat of your pants. One of the things that I've came up with was, I realized everything about security, you have to start with a strategy. Because if you don't have a strategy, you're kind of going at it ad hoc and flying by the seat of your pants, which is never a good way to go about trying to protect something, right? Whether it's your family or, digital assets in the technology environment. And so the first thing I think about is, what are all of the things that I need in order to protect the environment? Because first thing I want to do is understand why my key stakeholders. And those key stakeholders is everyone in the organization. It is every function of the business.
Yeah.
They are all my stakeholder, right? And so now the first thing I want to know is what's important to them. Because part of that is helping me to understand and be able to share with them what's in it for them, in terms of security being part of their journey.
Yeah.
And we just had this conversation actually today in our organization where we talk about the engagement model and being able to share that with them, because when and where should we be engaged? Because they don't, by just in general, they don't know when and where or how to engage us except when something happens, right? But there are points in the journey where we need to be consulted, points in the journey where we are advisory, and then points in the journey where we have something that we actually need to deliver to protect them.
Right.
So I think about it in those terms, just very strategically.
For sure. We're a managed security service provider, and doing it in a boutique fashion. So we're often like a hybrid solution to companies like that.
Yep.
So we're fitting around them with a kind of embedded, trusted party performing the operations. So we need to understand not only running our own processes, which is basically everybody in the company runs the processes at Secure Ops, other than myself, because I'm a misbehavior and a mischievous fellow. But because everybody else does do that, they've got to not only run all of our processes, they got to run the client's processes as well, and do it in a fashion that everybody collaborates together and it doesn't become rivalries.
Yeah.
So it's a important exercise to ensure that when we do those things, and I'm sorry, I'm getting away from my job here.
This is the right way to do it.
It's the right way, and not to cut your fingers off, especially since I talk with my hand. So, but just the point is just that he's 100%, right in what he says. So just imagine when you're doing this as a service provider, you have to do both at the same time.
Right.
So it's like a double. So like you said, it's a whole meal, right? It isn't just one dish, right? You got to prepare everything. I'll get back to this before I get fired.
No, we just won't allow you to eat.